Skotcast, Skotcast. We do a podcast, and it's called the Skotcast. Ooh, yeah.
We're back, guys.
Yeah.
We are back. Welcome back to the Skotcast, everyone. We're so excited to be here today and talk about some crazy shit that's been happening in our lives.
I got good news. My parents called me yesterday. My dad said that he listened to the last episode. He said, usually they're unbearable. Your mother has them playing in the background, and I can't stand it. You're just talking about nonsense. But you know what? Last one wasn't complete shit.
What did we talk about in the last one? Jason was on.
Yeah, he likes Jason a lot because Jason gave him a shout out before, and he likes that you talked about the Dave Chappelle stuff. He thought that was very interesting, and we weren't having a conversation about nothing like we usually do.
That's nice to hear, I guess, but I like talking about nothing.
Everything's good. We're back on track with the YouTube schedule. We had a little break from it, but we're back. We did a really cool episode. It's the first time in a long time I felt good about uploading a video. I don't know if you follow me on YouTube.
I do. I don't watch because I don't have time, but I follow you.
Fair enough. Well, I had the guy from Hot Ones on. He's a very professional host. He's got respect in the game. I was nervous to interview him because he's interviewed all the A-list celebs that I want to interview. And my voice just cracked as I said it like a little bitch. But yeah, man, it was good. It went great. He's such a nice guy, and it made me love what I do all over again.
I'm glad. I am completely the opposite of you. You are back on track in your YouTube game, and I feel like I am just completely off the rails. I cannot figure out for the life of me how to fucking make YouTube videos.
If it's not working out, give up.
I feel like I am giving up. I'm like, I don't know what to film. I'm not going to film anything. I give up.
Give up and focus on what makes you happy.
What makes me happy? Nothing. So I'm kind of fucked.
Give up. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Skotcast, the place where we say unfiltered things and we get filtered. It's the number one podcast in the vlog squad.
We should rename it to Jeff and Scott Unfiltered, or Scott and Jeff Unfiltered, or Unfiltered Scott and Jeff, or Unfiltered Jeff and Scott, or Unfiltered.
Okay, enough saying their name.
Okay.
I'm sick of it. I have a little clip that I want to send to you guys where I hidden cameraed Zane while I was letting him know. I gave him a personal threat to him and his podcast buddy with the Lamborghini.
I wonder what they're going to talk about.
Oh, copycast. Look at that. Perfect. And one even has blonde hair, and then the other one has a nicely fucking shaped up beard.
I was gonna post something. I saw that picture on Instagram. I was gonna put it up on my story and say we were the first people to copy David and Jason. All right, let's see this clip.
So this was top hidden camera work. I don't know why I hidden camered it. It doesn't really make sense because everybody was vlogging anyway, so I could have just asked some of them for their footage. Are you gonna make up lies about me on the podcast?
Oh, lies. Oh, what lies?
What are you gonna say about me? I put
The truth?
I put everything out there. I got nothing to hide. If I hear something said about me or Scott, I am not just coming for you. I am coming for him, your buddy Heath, his fucking Lamborghini. All of it's done.
Somebody save me. I'm so scared.
You think this fucking podcast?
You're gonna talk about Jeff on the podcast?
Oh, yeah, he talked about us on the podcast. We're coming right for him.
This is my fucking territory.
We're coming right.
I let him know this is our fucking territory. I'm just letting you know, Scott, that I'm looking out for us, not only in this room on this 1 hour podcast a week, out on the street. I stick up for this podcast. What are we talking about? My dad's going to fucking be pissed at this one. God damn it, you've talked about nothing again.
You know what? You had a good one. You had a good run, and it's fucking over.
We're 5 minutes in, and so far I've done nothing but talk shit to other people, my family and friends. And you know what? On a brighter note, how was your week, Scott?
How was my week? My week was pretty awful. What did I do this week?
You filmed a music video.
Yeah, but
You released a bunch of music. You did a bunch, man. I gotta feed you your fucking week.
I swear to God, we talked about this for like 20 minutes before we came here, what he was going to talk about.
Okay, what happened in my week? All I can think about is the one thing. On Friday, I went to the gym with you. I did a squat jump.
Right, this isn't my fault.
No, it is your fault because I was in the gym and I was lifting shoulders, and then Jay starts talking to me. We were talking about our lifting schedule, and we were talking about how we never lift legs, and I was like, I gotta throw some legs in today. So I started doing squat jumps. I did 7 squat jumps. On the 7th squat jump, something popped in my back and I was out for the count. Like, I had to lay down on the ground, and I went to a chiropractor. Jay drove me, and apparently my hip was out of place and my back was completely fucked up, probably a bulging disc that will hopefully pop back into place. And it's been awful. I can't fucking move.
Oh, so you're seriously injured?
actually seriously injured. I've been bedridden for the past few days.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
It was bad.
I had to lay in the bed with ice and lumbar support. Like I haven't been able to fucking move.
What? I didn't know it was that serious. Can you see the dollar signs in my eyes right now? Because I don't know if you guys remember, but the last time Scott seriously injured himself, my career skyrocketed. This is great news, man. This is great news. You hurt your back, and now it's time for me to shine.
It's been a tradition, I guess. Before my last tour, I broke my ankle. You came in, swooped up my spot in the friend group, and now I broke my back before I go on my next tour.
What? But there's no cast this time. That's how the Skotcast originated. It was supposed to be Toddcast because that sounded so nice and smooth, but then Scott got in the cast
I
first.
should have brought my back brace.
Scott
Brace.
Scott Brace?
Scott
Brace yourself for the Scottcast.
Brace yourselves for the Skotcast. And it's a new multi-million-dollar business that is spawned from a Scott injury that sets him back and puts him through extreme pain. But you know what? Everything happens for a reason. I don't know what reason this is yet, but I'm excited to find out.
I think it's just for me to really reinforce my brand of being sad and unhappy because this makes me very sad and unhappy. I was talking to Kristen about it and I was like, I feel like I prefer having a broken ankle to my back being all fucked up. Like it's the worst pain because my whole body's affected by it.
Yeah, back pain sucks.
It's awful. And I had to shoot a music video for What's Going On Sunday.
Were you
and that
dancing in it?
I wasn't really dancing, but this is still like 2 days after my injury, so I could hardly move. I had to lay on the ground like most of the time, then get up just to do my shots. And like I'm sitting there like holding my back like I'm 80 years old while
You
I'm
should
doing
have had
my
a
shots.
stunt double in there.
I should have had you come.
No, not me. You could have had that knockoff you that does the fucking coffee podcast with the blonde hair.
Zane.
The other one.
I have a lot going on. I hurt my back, but I have a shit ton to do, and it's awful. Like I have so much going on. Like I have rehearsals that just started this week, and I only have 1 week before I go to Australia. So I'm in rehearsals right now.
Oh, by the way, I can't go to Australia.
What happened?
My passport got messed up, and I had another thing that popped up that I have to do.
I understand. It's cool.
And I'm sorry that I have to tell you this way in front of hundreds of thousands.
It's okay. I'm a little bit embarrassed because now they're all going to see me basically being rejected by you. But
I'm sorry, dude. It's not just because of one specific reason. There are a ton of things I have on my plate right now. I'm doing one of the biggest projects for my YouTube channel that I've ever done, and I'm really excited for it, but it involves me personally training an entire family that you guys are familiar with.
An entire family.
The nicest way I could put it, it's a family that needs to lose some weight, and they're not motivated to lose weight, so I figured out a way to get them motivated. It's a roller coaster ride of a video, and it's going to take me a long time to get done, but I've been personally training the Antonian family, and
Wow.
I was just punched in the face before this podcast by Vardon. It was a nice shot.
He's a
I don't
feisty
know.
kid.
Can you see? Does it look like I have any?
No, now that you're like pointing at it and you're saying that, I could see maybe a little bit of swelling, but I think that might just be your cheek, and I'm just thinking.
Maybe
overthinking
it's
it.
the plastic surgery.
Probably the Botox shot you just got.
Leaking out. I got a Botox person living with me now. They just inject me every morning.
Every morning when I wake up, there's a halo on the corner.
You know what I've been listening to lately?
So close.
I've been listening to a lot of '90s music, and it just makes me feel so good.
It is the song.
Yeah, that's the song, but it just doesn't. It goes a little differently than that. It's a Sugar Ray.
I'm not in this for the money. I'm in this to make you guys feel good. Okay. I'm gonna get a little sad. I'm real. Just like this podcast.
All right, that's enough. That's enough, Sugar Ray. Gotta love it. Gotta love the labels claiming your shit. They claim my shit. Labels claim my own videos that I use my own songs in.
You get your own music claimed off YouTube?
Yeah.
How? It's yours.
I distribute it through a company called STEM. So STEM claims my videos on YouTube whenever I have my own songs in my videos.
And then they pay you the money that they claimed.
Yes. But I can have them released. By the way, if there's any YouTubers out there that listen to this podcast, if you ever want to use my songs, just hit me up in a tweet. I will release the claim on your video. my music is. You can use it if you ever want to put a song in a video. You don't want to get claimed.
Yeah.
Let me know.
I don't know, man. That stuff
Okay.
never works when you get the stuff whitelisted. I did that with Dylan Francis in my videos, and I don't want to bother him because I know he's DJing like all over the world. Like
I'm not though, so you can bother me. It's cool.
Yeah, but they always whitelist it. They'll approve it. You could use the music, but then like a week later, they hit it again and they copyright it. And I'm not going to keep on asking.
My system's completely different. It's not a label, and it's not claimed by like 20 different people.
I'm just like,
one
no,
person.
dude, don't worry about it. I'm good, man.
I understand. Just tell me straight up. If you think the music sucks and you don't want to use it because of
You
that
know what?
reason,
I don't want
then
to go
just
through the
fucking say
headache
it.
of asking you, bro. No, I would love to. I would love to use your music.
Cool. I have no money, which is not nice. So
Neither
it's good
do
to hear
I.
that some people are doing well with their money and their finances. I am very insecure today. I don't know what's going on. I think it's a Celsius. It's getting me crazy, get me hyped up, get me hopped up.
I think
can't
too
speak.
much caffeine is bad for the podcast because you're not the version of yourself that you normally are. You're like a hopped up, and there's way too much smoke in here, man. I can't even see where the camera's at. If I can't see the camera, how can it see me? How about this? Did we talk about this yet? Do you think it's okay for parents to hit their kids?
Yeah.
All right,
shit out of
next
me.
topic. I was, roughed up a little bit as a kid, but I deserved it.
This is a sensitive topic, I think. I definitely don't think that parents should beat their kids. That is not a good thing. I think a smack here and there from a parent is not a big deal.
What about with weapons? Not like bad weapons. My mother would hit me with a wooden spoon. Maybe that's like an old Italian mother way of doing things. I'm sure most people don't even have wooden spoons. Like you got to have you have to make
little
sauce.
wooden
Like,
ladle?
what is a wooden spoon even required for? Making
Stirring,
pasta sauce,
just
right?
stirring. I think that hitting as a punishment is a very dated punishment. Dated as far as like our societal, like what is approved. I think that now people are way more, people approve a lot more of parents being like guilting their kids and shit like that.
You think that the kids today are better off for it? Is that what you're saying, Scott?
No, I think that a smack here and there back in the day was fine, but now it's not. Now it's like very like take the kids away because this parent is not raising them right with the hitting.
I was a bad kid, man, and hitting me didn't stop me from doing anything. I had to learn the hard way in life.
All right, back to the initial question. Do you think it's okay for parents to hit their kids as a form of punishment?
I think a little bit is fine. Like I'm a dad to Nerf, but I don't ever put my hands on him. He really gets me mad sometimes. Like I know I talked about this in the last podcast. He peed on the carpet while he was looking at me, making eye contact with me, and he was peeing on the new carpet that I just bought like a week before. I would never hit Nerf. I would never hit him. I would maybe raise my voice at him because has the same effect, you know.
Yes.
But now my parents would whack me with like little friendly little taps. Like my dad one time whipped me with a dog leash instead of a belt. Like a belt is what traditionally people used to use, like in movies. Like if you watch Goodfellas, the father gets like all the letters home from school. It said you hadn't been there in months, and he fucking starts whipping him with a belt. So my dad would do that like as an impression, like he's basically acting when he was doing this stuff, but he would use like lighter things to where they mostly just scared me because that's the whole point. You're supposed to fear this so you don't do bad stuff again. It's discipline, and I don't know. Everybody's different, man. People have different opinions. I'll probably get fucking canceled for this again.
I got this. Yeah. The only thing that kept me in line as a kid was a legitimate fear and respect for my father. He would spank the shit out of me if I did anything wrong. And the worst part was he'd send me to my room for like an hour to think about it before he came in. So I'd just sit there and wait.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, Jay, you need a therapist, bro. You said that like the kid from, you ever see American Beauty? Where the father was like super abusive. That guy was a piece of shit dad. But he
Yes.
ended up did he get killed at the end?
I don't know what happened. My brain just completely farted. I was trying to get all philosophical when you asked the whole punishment hitting thing, and I can't do it.
My parents watch this, so let me clarify. My dad was totally in the right with everything he did. I was a shithead.
Damn, your parents watch this stupid ass podcast.
No, they don't. They don't.
My grandma used to make me like kneel on rice for like 15 minutes.
Kneel on rice?
Like face the wall and like get on your knees on like rice.
Okay, so there's 4 people here, and everyone has been hit as a kid,
I wasn't
right?
hit. That was like
But punished.
I was punished.
We were all physically punished. I wasn't like bruised up, you know. It wasn't like anything where I was going to school and they were worried.
I was just going to say my main punishment was stand in the corner. Like if I was fighting with my brothers or something like that, he'd tell us to go stand in the corner. We'd just face the corner and have to stand there for 30 minutes or whatever. And it sucked because it was a waste of time and you have to stare at the wall. The worst I ever got as far as like being hit was like a spank or something like that.
Yeah, let's go to the next. Let's go. Let's move on. Uh-huh.
What's up?
What the fuck?
Skotcast?
Whoa,
Yeah.
dude! What the fuck is this,
Views
man?
is the best, baby. Check out Views, views.com.
What?
Fuck you guys.
Are you kidding me, dude?
Who's that intimidating guy with a mohawk? Get him out of here. I feel unsafe.
You TP'd us?
Yeah, I TP'd you.
Is that all you came here to do? Is throw that TP? I need toilet paper. Actually, that's good. I seriously ran out.
Well, I saved you some money.
Well, you actually did. I had a woman here that's helping me with the video. It's not, don't ship us, guys. She was just helping us with a video. And I had no toilet paper, and I was very embarrassed that I had no toilet paper. So now I'm good. Thank you for that. Your sabotage actually, you screwed up. And you contradicted what you're trying to do.
It
You
was not a
helped us.
sabotage. It was a supply-otage.
Thanks for helping us, dude.
Yeah,
you
you're
failed,
welcome,
bro.
That's what we do here at Views Podcast. Check out Views on Spotify.
Oh,
and
you help
podcasts.
people?
Cut that out. Cut
We're
that
here
out.
to help you guys. That's what
You
Views
make
is
fun
a
of Jason
life-changing.
for his weight and his age. You don't do anything for helping
Do you
people.
guys know how podcasts works? It's one person talks at a time. It doesn't work when multiple people are
You're out
talking.
of time, Joe.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Check out
you're
views.com.
done, dude.
Views Podcast.
Views helps
gonna
people.
be-
You don't fucking help people. You just make fun of Jason for being fat and old. It's not right, man.
We made fun of him last week.
We did make fun of him. Okay. What are we getting at? Is this segment over yet? How long does it last? We gave him way too long. We're going to copy Views more.
What's up? Welcome back to my channel. We've gone through a lot of haircuts in our day.
Okay, don't try to talk to me, man. Scott's taking a piss right now, and
It's small talk. Have you ever had small talk?
you're talking to a small talk professional, and unfortunately, all of my small talk appointments are booked up.
Well, I'd love to book one in a couple months.
You can't because I'm going to be busy in a couple months.
Okay, then I'll do it in a year.
Busy then, too.
Well, then I'll talk to Nerf.
He's actually busy, too.
I did another podcast earlier today.
Didn't ask.
It was Elton Castell's podcast.
Don't even know who that is.
I did it with a very famous stand-up comic, and it went horribly on my end.
Who's that, Jason Nash?
No.
Did I mention Jason Nash and I are doing an Australia tour? We're putting it together. It's in the works. Okay, Joe, your time's up. Honestly, Joe, please, your time is up.
His name
Let
is...
my partner, who is an extremely talented musician and rock star, get back on the mic. He's burnt out. He hurt his back, and he's been rehearsing for his tour. Great news, man. The best Vlog Squad member in the Vlog Squad has moved to LA.
I've been here.
Okay, you've been here.
Dima moved here?
You don't know that? Am I saying something that I'm not allowed to talk about?
I didn't know that. I have seen some gossip sites talking about the Vernon Hills boys moving out here, but I didn't know what was happening. I haven't been around very much recently.
Yeah, he moved here, and I think he's helping out Jason, or he's working with like a couple people. I don't know if he's like assisting or making his own content or what he's doing exactly, but he was booking some flights for Jason and I to go on a trip, and he asked me what my... Oh, you're back. Okay, he asked me what my name and birthday was to book my flight, and I told him I'm fucking famous, buddy. Just Google it. Joe, you're eating my Swedish fish. You're seriously distracting me. I'm telling a story here, and this is extremely distracting to the viewers and listeners. Okay, honestly, this is enough.
How are you going to do a live podcast in front of millions of people if you
We
can't
are
even...
we're not going to do a live podcast. That's the thing.
Scott has a tour
like a
that he's
heckler.
been rehearsing on, literally breaking his back.
You want to
doing.
be a stand-up comic? You can't handle me eating a delicious Swedish
This
fish?
is out of control. This is frustrating now, Joe. Seriously.
This isn't called the JTWP takeover for nothing.
Get him
All
out
night.
of here. Reggie, get up and do something, man. I just gave you $5,000 in a video. You get up and get him out. Physically remove him. Yes, please. Reggie, get him. Thank you. Get him a parking validation so he doesn't have to come back and bother me for anything. Take care of it, please, Reggie.
Thank you, Joe.
By the way, I pay Reggie too. Okay, that $5,000 was just a bonus. A lot of comments said that, oh, $5,000 for a year, that comes out to minimum wage. Fucking pay. He gets paid too, all right? And he's an intern. He's still getting tons more experience and exposure.
Do you want to do some breathing exercises? I learned some very, very helpful breathing exercises the other day. It was about 12 years ago. It was a movie I watched. It was called Anger Management. Just go. Goose fraba. Goose fraba.
Goose fraba.
Goose fraba.
Goose fraba.
Like really let it out with your breath. Just goose fraba.
Goose fraba.
Does that feel good?
Honestly, I do feel much better.
Now you can sing a little bit too. You go like this. I feel pretty.
I feel pretty.
I feel pretty and witty and gay. I feel pretty and I pity every girl who isn't me.
I feel much better now. Yeah, man, I had a funny story about Dima and his green text, and I love that guy, man.
But you don't love his green text. Fuck the green text. If you guys have phones that shoot green texts, then you know what? You're probably a good person, and I love you, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what color your texts are. The color of your texts don't matter. I'm sorry that I even started that off in a way that made it seem like I was going the direction that green texts are bad, because they're not. They're fine.
No, honestly, I'm about to go back to having green text. It's not even bad. iPhones are probably getting fucking worse anyway. You know what sucks about an iPhone? That you ever text yo and they still change it to 2?
Yeah.
When are they gonna fix that? You know? What's up with that? That's the stupidest thing ever.
You know what else there is? Whenever I say like swipe up new video or something like that, a lot of times I hit the C, and that's the one word that doesn't autocorrect. It writes out Cydio, and it doesn't correct it.
Yeah, some of those things are just ridiculous. How can they make that device so perfect and just it does so many things, but you're not allowed to text yo? Are they against yo? Is that like a ignorant term? Do they not want us
Apple.
using
What
yo?
up, yo?
What's wrong with yo?
Yo, rink for dink. I always thought that song, is like, y'all ready for this? I always thought it was saying, yo, rink for dink.
No, you didn't.
I thought it was yo, rink for dink.
It clearly says yo, ready for this.
I thought it was yo, rink for dink. I don't know.
Hold on.
The first time I heard it was in a skating movie.
It's y'all ready for this.
Yes, y'all ready for this? But I thought it was yo, rink for dink. I don't know why.
This should be our intro song.
Copyright.
Yep.
We're not making any money off this anyways.
I don't care about the fucking copyright. We're gonna get brand deals soon.
I can see it.
Yo, rink for dink.
We just signed a 52 episode deal. Fuck the copyrights.
Yo, rink for dink. Yes, it is y'all ready for this.
We need money. We need money. So buy our merch or something.
Yeah, we could definitely use some money, guys.
Yeah, why are we 21 episodes in and never like really promoted merch for the show?
This is new merch. Check out the back of it. Nerf's face with different haircuts. I didn't really promote this one too much, but do you get a good shot of it? It's Nerf's face with different haircuts. I don't know if I said that clear.
Down, squat, down.
But we got Goodfellas on there, all types of famous movies.
Careful, Jeff. That's how I broke my back.
Oh, yeah?
Leaning like that, squatting.
Thanks for letting me know from your life experience, helping me with my life, because that's what friends are for. Oh, yeah, get the massager going.
I didn't mean for this to happen. It just happened.
This is a good podcast, man. We had a little bumpy road there.
We're having a bumpy podcast day today, and I think it might be just like subconsciously, we might be feeling a little bit threatened and a little bit insecure because of Zane and Heath's new podcast. Do you think that could be affecting us at all?
Dude, I don't give a shit about their podcast. What are they going to talk about? They're going to make, what are they going to make vines on their podcast? We have real knowledge. We have real life experience, and we share our knowledge with people. Life is about growing and learning as a person and becoming the best version of yourself that you could be. And then you share that knowledge, whether you have kids, whether you have a dog that needs some lessons taught to him, whatever. It's about passing on that knowledge. Sometimes I'll see little clips tagged on my Instagram, and I hear myself talking about some shit like this, and I'm like, I don't remember saying that. What the fuck was I talking about? I had no recollection of saying that. But you guys listen to this, and you should probably just listen to Heath and Zane because they'll probably be funnier and sillier, and they make goofy sounds and silly voices.
You know what people are listening to? Post Malone.
Nice transition, dude.
I checked my Spotify top playlist or whatever for the US the other day, and I usually just listen to my own songs to try to memorize my lyrics because I have a big fucking problem with that. But I was like, I gotta see if there's anything new out on the radio, and I went to Spotify and scrolled through the first 30 songs, and like 25 of them are Post Malone songs, and he just released a new album. Every single song from his album is at the top of Spotify, as well as like 5 or 6 of his other songs that just like recharted because he released an album, and it's absolutely nuts to have that much success.
I haven't been listening to like new music. I've just been going backwards, and I go through phases of like I was on 70s classic rock, and now I'm on like 90s pop and like stupid shit. Like I was playing Sugar Ray, Smash Mouth, and like just dumb shit. I don't know. I listen to music that brings me back to a time in my life.
No, but I mean, it's just crazy to me that in the music industry, there is so many people who are making music, and then there's a few people that are just at this upper level that like anything they put out does amazing. Obviously, his music is great. There's artists that have like one song, but to have an entire album and 5 or 6 other songs that are at the very top right now, it blows my mind. It's crazy.
What do you listen to in your free time?
I listen to my own album. I listen to Eminem. I listen to Blink-182. I listen to 21 Pilots. I'm similar. Like I don't listen to too much new music. I listen to a lot of the stuff that I already know and I like.
Inspirations to you.
Inspirations.
Songs that bring you back to moments in your life. We've been hanging out. The other day we were going to the spa together. I played that Beatles song that you liked.
Yeah, Black Beatles in the city.
No, the Beatles.
Blackbird. That's my favorite Beatles song.
Yeah,
Blackbird fly.
It's called Blackbird, but I call it Yesterday.
Why? I think that's a different song.
Yeah, I think that song's Yesterday.
Is that Strawberry Fields?
No, it's called Blackbird.
Blackbird fly.
Literally called Blackbird / Yesterday.
Yesterday.
This is like a different version of the song.
Yeah, but that's the song that you said this is my favorite Beatles song.
Yeah, because I saw the title of it was Blackbird.
I don't know what I was getting at, but the Beatles my mom used to play in the morning when I was getting ready for school and she was getting ready to beat me. Since she would not in the morning before school. It was only like if I did
after
something
school.
really bad. But that's how my morning started when I was a kid. So that's I like to listen to some of that stuff.
Have you seen the movie A Clockwork Orange?
Yeah, loved it.
I love that movie, and that's one of the things I was saying about music. They play like that really peaceful song, but they put it over fight scenes and stuff.
Yeah.
I fucking love that.
Yeah, Stanley Kubrick. It's a classic. I've seen that one a couple times.
What's going on in the world today? White Claw season is experiencing some troubles, everyone. There is a national shortage. There's a national shortage of White Claws. What the fuck is wrong with me today?
It's fine, dude. I my last 3 episodes of this have been torture for me. So it's good to see that you're in pain. I got something to say about these White Claws. I was over at Jason Nash's house.
Yeah, no laws when you're
He also
drinking
lives with
claws.
that guy Rod that used to be on the podcast here with us. He recently got 2 new roommates, and they're really trashing the place over there. I think they're just peeing on the floor. They're not even using the bathroom because there's so many people living in the house that the lines are backed up. So there's just all types of just piss and shit on the floor and just trash bags poured over with White Claws.
Who do you think's causing that mess, Zane or Matt?
I think just all of them. And they were just bags dumped out. And Jason came home. We did the show in San Diego, and he was all pumped. And we got back. And Jason's a super nice guy. He doesn't really let things get him bent out of shape. But you know me, any little thing fucking ruins my day. So I started kind of instigating the whole thing. I'm like, we got home a night early. We're supposed to spend the night in San Diego. We get back to the house. Matt King's got a party raging with all his frat bros from college. They were in town. There's 30 people in the house. And Jason's like, what's going on, Matt? Matt's like, oh, Jason, I'm sorry. These guys, they just came by for a little bit. We didn't expect this. We didn't plan it. I'll get them all out. And then Jason just like, oh, it's cool, man, whatever. And then we go inside and just a mess everywhere. And Jason was just like, look at this. This is the beginning of a shitstorm, huh? And he films it, and it was just, the video was just a trash bag with White Claws all over. So that's my story about White Claws. Basically, the Jason Nash house is going to shit, and it's going to just be piled up to the ceiling with White Claws.
I wonder what is going to happen with that situation with Zane and Matt moved in there. Like that's we used to all live together at the Denny house, and now this is like a rebirth of, it's like the beginning of the end.
Good thing there are no White Claws around back then, because they would have just been all over the place.
Oh yeah, we had plenty of other stuff all over the place.
I bet.
Shit and piss, just like now.
I got nothing really else left in me for this week. I feel like everything I said has to be cut out, but that means we had a good week. If you're not getting canceled at least once a month, then you're not trying hard enough. In the comedy business or in the podcast business, we try to find that line that normally people would not want to cross. We try to find it, and we try to just tightrope balance on it. And that's the Skotcast for you. We're balancing on a tightrope.
I am not on the tightrope.
I think that's Jeff's side of the Skotcast.
I fell off the tightrope a long time ago.
I should have been a trapezist or a police officer. Or a police officer trapezist.
Hey guys, I just want to apologize for my...
Don't apologize for anything.
Guys,
You hurt your back.
I'm sorry that I wasn't better today. That's all I want to say. But we have to end this now.
You were great, man. What are you talking about?
I wasn't great, but thank you for being so
Please
supportive.
don't blow that wax all over my face. The rate you're going today, I'm surprised you didn't fucking give me third-degree burns all over my face.